Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope you're ready for something pretty sick in Dying Light 2 Stay Human with this fresh update 1.87 that just dropped. So, the big thing here is that the game throws you into a 3 week long outbreak cycle where infected are swarming across different parts of Villedor, and it's not just your regular undead horde this time around. The way this event works is pretty cool. It turns the city into this living, changing battlefield where infected spawn in waves that get progressively tougher. And if the community as a whole doesn't manage to clear these outbreak zones, the difficulty actually ramps up for everyone next week, making it feel like you're really part of something bigger. That sense of shared struggle is unique because you're constantly running out to take down infected and help meet that global goal. And if players fail to contain the outbreaks, the city gets more hostile and the infected gets stronger, which means teamwork and persistence really matter here. There are also two brand new experimental variants added to these outbreak zones that bring more danger into the mix. These aren't just reskinned enemies, they're altered biters and virals with tough builds, toxic damage, and erratic behaviors that make combat unpredictable and intense. In the outbreak zones, these guys feel like a real threat. They're harder to take down, and they hit you in ways you haven't experienced before, thanks to their enhanced durability and aggressive AI. When those experimental variants show up, you instantly know that containment has slipped a bit, which adds this sense of urgency and risk to every encounter. Another aspect that's been added with this update is a set of new collectibles tied to the outbreaks. There are over 10 new outbreak lore notes scattered throughout the affected zones and carried by these mutated infected. And these notes aren't just throwaway text, they actually expand on the story behind what's going on. You'll find logs, survivor messages, and research excerpts that slowly pull back the curtain on how these mutations came about and what it might mean for the city's future, giving you more narrative depth if you're someone who loves the lore and wants to understand the outbreak from an in-universe perspective. Collecting all these notes unlocks a more complete picture of the origins of the outbreak and these twisted new infected, which is something that a lot of players, especially completionists, are going to appreciate. On top of this whole outbreak event, the update also brought a Lunar New Year celebration running from February 17th to February 24th. That's a 1 week period where Villedor gets a festive vibe, and you can take on special themed bounties from the Dying Light outpost. There are 5 of these seasonal challenges available, and each one gives exclusive rewards if you complete them. So there's an incentive not just to fight infected, but to explore and complete these quests for limited time bonuses. While the event is active, enemies have a chance to drop red envelopes filled with goodies. Think resources, materials, and bonus items that you can use to gear up or upgrade your loadouts. This kind of seasonal celebration adds a nice touch to the overall experience and gives players something fresh to aim for while the outbreak rages on. Now, of course, with everything new comes a load of bug fixes, performance tweaks, and quality of life improvements that make the whole game run more smoothly. One of the first things that was addressed is a weird issue where some bandit prisoners during encounters were completely immune to player damage, which was seriously frustrating for anyone trying to clear those fights. No more wasted time trying to land hits that just didn't register. They also tackled some crash issues that were especially noticeable if you were using NVIDIA RTX 50 series with frame generation and DLSS enabled, particularly in the RAID hub, and that was causing stability problems for some players on PC and consoles. On top of that, there was a fix for SESS frame generation crashes in the video settings menu, which should make adjusting graphics settings a lot less risky. Visual fixes are also part of the update, such as correcting snow appearing on certain tower raid floors where it shouldn't, and improving ray tracing shadow rendering along with fixing faulty sunlight behavior, which makes the world feel more consistent and less glitchy. There were issues with LOD, level of detail, displaying incorrectly on various assets, and those had been ironed out so environments load and look proper as you move through them. Geometry problems on multiple tower raid floors were also repaired, so there should be fewer instances of clipping or weird invisible barriers that break immersion.